Good morning. It's saying I'm live, but I'm not seeing the picture. So hopefully you guys can see me. I'm not sure. So with the buffer, things may be crazy. Let's give it a second, see if you guys can see and hear me. That would be groovy if you could do both of those. Let's see. All right, everything looks good on this side. Oh, there we go. I just popped up, so that's good. Looks like it's catching up a bit. Excellent. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Stephanie and Charlotte and Ingrid. LQ3 Quilter, which I'm not going to remember. Terry. Hey, Russ. Hi, CMJ. How is everybody this beautiful Sunday? We've got some clouds here in Maryland, but it's a cool day, so that's nice. Not too hot and gross out there. I can handle cloudy. Jacqueline, Lynn, scrunches. Let me make sure my mouse is on the right spot so I can respond to chats. Good morning. I am so excited to be on this Sunday Brunch Live. I'm excited to work on, I'm just back from the Millersburg retreat, the third annual Millersburg retreat in Millersburg, Ohio, with Together We Sew Retreats, which is Stephanie Stitches retreat company. Uh, and we had such a good time. We had an extra day this year, which I think everybody really enjoyed, and I think helped everyone get, if not all three projects that we had to do done, two of three all the way complete. And a lot of folks got all three, and I think that was very exciting and like fulfilling for everybody. So I am very happy to be back home. It's always nice to come back and sleep in your own bed, but immediately, like by the second to last day, we're all already talking about being back next year. So we're ready to be back again next year, and missing everybody already that we spent so much time with this past week. Oh, Stephanie says it's cloudy and super humid where she is, which means cloudy and superhuman is heading my way, which I'm not excited about. But that's all right. That's okay. Oh, yeah, it was a great retreat. And next year, we're going back to Ohio, but we won't be in the same Millersburg Hotel or the 1847 or however you want to call it, because the Millers or the Ohio retreat is so popular that we outgrew the space that it's a historic hotel. Speaking too fast and words and mouth won't keep up. And historic hotel, and where we get to set up for the retreats is like this bar section, and it's long and narrow, and we were packed in this go around with the 26, 27 people. 26 of us were sewing, and Sarah joined us, and she was so helpful. Sarah is Stephanie's daughter, always so helpful, so willing to help everybody. Such a good kid. And it was we were full, and there was barely any space to cut fabric or iron fabric, and everybody's really good about spacing it out and timing it out and helping each other get all that stuff done. But this new spot, and Ingrid, thank you so much for putting the link up there. I really appreciate that. You'll be able to see just this conference room and this newer hotel. Phenomenal. It's going to be I joked about when I saw the woman, her name was Susie, super cool sales lady. She was amazing. She opened the door and I joked about hearing angels sing. Not quite literally, but very close. That it was so amazing to see all the space, and they had it set up for. There's a creative memories, which is scrapbooking. There was a creative memories retreat that was set up for that weekend, and so we got to see it set up for an actual event that was closer to ours than just like a wedding where, you know, they would have round tables or whatever. So it was very nice to be able to look at it that way and to be able to see the growth that we'll be able to have. Yeah, that means what? Good morning, Letitia, Candace. Oh, Sylvia says 26 degrees and clear. Yeah, there's definitely enough space to spread out. There's enough space in that room for everybody to be able to spread out. We'll have design walls that the hotel provides. We will have space in the actual room that we're going to be in for the sales table and auction and everything to be in one room. So we don't have to walk. I mean, not that it was that difficult to walk down the hall. I know, like, don't get me wrong, but it'll be nice to have it all set up in one spot. And you know, you don't have to leave to go do anything. If you don't, you know, you can leave to go hang out. Oh, there's such cute little, there's like a fire pit, there's a jacuzzi, there's a saltwater pool. It's just really neat. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hi, Mary from Washington State. Definitely room for many ironing stations, many cutting tables. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. But so talking about that retreat, what I did not get to get done because of I got to be an instructor at the retreat. So I was helping a lot of folks do the Millie pillow. That's the one I worked up to see if my crazy idea would work. The ladybug is the state bug of Ohio. So, and we named her Millie. I named her Millie because of Millersburg. So I was walking around the finished, like the actual project that everybody was working on was actually a 17-inch finish with like an 18-inch pillow form to stuff in. So she had some junk in the trunk. She was stuffed full. So I got to walk around and help everybody with that, which means I didn't get to finish Stephanie's amazing quilt project that was there for everybody, even though I should have started earlier. I am going to do that today. So it is called Spring Meadow. And oh, you know what? I don't know if I have Stephanie's shop in my, I probably don't. I think yeah, I probably don't because I'm really bad about getting stuff into the Nightbot. But if Stephanie or Ingrid would like to put Stephanie's Etsy, you can now get this Millersburg Retreat pattern, Spring Meadows. Let's pull it up so I can see. Spring Meadow. That's available on her Etsy shop now, along with some fun, like Together We Sew retreats swag and shirts and things like that. And Stephanie has a really good sale going on right now to get ready for more product coming in. So you can check out her 25% off. But I need to get to work on Spring Meadows. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be starting off making fun little 4 patches with these guys. And I use poppy cotton. We had the choice this year to use the strawberry lemonade, which was the fabric that Stephanie had chosen for the pattern, or you could bring your own. And I have plenty of fabric. So I chose this is a Poppy Cotton's 2021, I think, collection. I'm pretty sure it said 2021 on the selvage of one of the larger pieces that I have. You need 9 Yeah, 9 different fat quarters, and those didn't have the selvage, so I had to rely on the extra yardage I had gotten, unsurprisingly, from So Yeah. So I had a good amount of this ready to go. So I'm sewing up some 4 patches. I'll be doing some flying geese, and then we'll be putting together some of the blocks. I should be able to get through a couple of blocks because I have all the pieces cut and obviously ready to start 4 patching these guys. So I'm hoping I'll be able to get through a couple of blocks to be able to show you how gorgeous this pattern is. Mary, keep saying it. Keep saying that you want a book because I keep saying it. But I don't know everything that goes into having to publish a book. So Stephanie's got a lot of stuff going on, and that is just one more insane thing to add to the list. So, but I really do. Stephanie's patterns are amazing, from beginner all the way to more confident advanced folks. And even the ones that are beginner are so fun and put together in such a way that advanced folks still adore her patterns. So I think a quilt book would be a lot of fun. We just got to talk her into it. Good morning, Katie. Yeah, I have no idea what goes into making a book. Like, well, making a book well. I know you can do like a lot of free PDF stuff and everything, but that's not what you're looking for in a pattern book. You want to get your hands on it. I want to hear some stories about Stephanie's quilting life in the pages of the book. I talked about where we're going to be going next year. We'll let you know that Ingrid had put the link in. Oh, you're welcome, Stephanie. Sorry, I didn't see that. Absolutely. Stephanie put, or nope, Ingrid put the link in for togetherwesew.retreats.com, and registration is open now for 3 things. For next year's Ohio retreat at the awesome place that has a pool and a jacuzzi and incredible rooms and so much fun. It's going to be great. And that Millersburg, Ohio retreat has been the most popular one, the one that's had a wait list that was like 2 years long, or folks that have been on a wait list for 2 years. So that one's a very popular one. And that registration is now open because we're at the new spot that has a lot more space. So there's a lot more opportunity to come on and bring a friend and expand that area. But also on Together We Sew retreats, registration is open for Stephanie and my second virtual retreat, which is a Zoom retreat. And that is in June 23rd. And it's a beach bum retreat where we're doing a beach bag and a beach blanket. So I say beach blanket because of alliteration. I know it's a quilt, don't come at me, but it's beach blanket. Beach quilt just doesn't roll off the tongue the same way. So don't be mad at me for saying blanket. That is open and it is June 23rd. Again, that's an all-day Zoom retreat. 10 a.m. Eastern is our start time, 9:30 for mix and mingle a.m. to come in early. And then we start right at 10 a.m. And end at 5 p.m. Eastern. And then there are a couple of spaces left for the retreat center in Pennsylvania, which is lovingly called the Nut House because it's in Walnut Port, Pennsylvania. walnut nuts. It is a nut house. We are crazy, crazy gals. Such a good time. 2 more spots are open for that. If you are looking for something a little earlier than next spring, the Walnut Port one is in September. So, and I cannot remember the days off the top of my head. But that one is closer than, next April. So check that out too. I will say that I know it is weird being a new person to come into a retreat that's been going. So this will be the 3rd annual Walnut Port retreat too. And I know it can seem intimidating and scary to be coming in as a new person, but whether it's been Georgia, which I did the first time last year, Millersburg, or Pennsylvania, every time there have been new folks, we have worked really hard, and I feel that we've been very successful at making sure the new folks feel like they are a part of the family and have been there the entire time. So I really, the community and family that is being built in these retreats are very welcoming, and you will find folks to go to lunch with and to hang out with and to laugh well past midnight with. So don't be nervous if you've never been to one and it feels weird coming to one that's, a 3rd annual. You will be welcomed in and you will not feel uncomfortable within the first 30 minutes. Oh, Sylvia's saying she saved her patterns on an external device. That's good. Oh, Stephanie was saying thoughts of a book are in progress. Yeah, I love all those stories. Love the stories. I think the cat's talking to her toy again. What are you doing? She carries it in her mouth, yelling, and then puts it on the ground, expecting it. I guess she's expecting it to be like a mouse and like get up and run away. Although I don't think she was born here in this house. We've never had mice, so I don't know how she gets it in her head that it should move. Who knows? Oh, Ingrid, yes, lifelong friends. It's an amazing opportunity. You definitely, find, obviously everybody there is there for the same reason. We all love quilting, and then you find other cool, crazy things in common with everybody. It's just a lot of fun. Making sure my iron's on because I'm almost done with these guys. So you're already walking in the door with at least the love of quilting in common. I know I talk a lot about retreats because I'm insanely lucky to be able to go to Stephanie's retreats. I gotta say, I'm kind of brand loyal. I don't know if I'd ever go to anybody else's retreat, but that's me. I know folks have had a grand time going to the Soya retreats. I know that there are plenty of retreats around. But I've got myself locked in, let's see, 3 times a year with folks that I adore. that I can't see myself giving up any of those three for something else. So until I retire, and then I'm going to go to everything. I'm going to be traveling the states, going to everything. Hey, Vicky. Oh, Mary B's would even pre-order the book. Love it. Lori, thank you. LQ3. Huh. I, I don't know where my book is. I usually have my book up here with my whip book, and I probably brought it upstairs to write some stuff down and didn't bring it back downstairs. So all my names are in that book. Ooh, which bomb from Legit Kits? Are you finishing up the Vortex, doing the Iris, or did you just start Deep Dive? That's an awesome question about because they come in monthly packs, and those months match up to be able to do the quadrants. I do them in quadrants because I like to start seeing the picture evolve. Some folks are linear, and how I have done the majority of the like sail away, mini Sculliver, I did them linear. I did them all A row went together, all B row, all C row, and then I put the rows together. I feel like I really enjoy doing it in quadrants, having done that with the color Vortex and now with Iris, and I'll do the same with Deep Dive. So personally, I like quadrants, but it's up to you. Oh, that's awesome, Ingrid. Yes, 10-year countdown. Hi, Josie from Charlotte. Welcome. Love North Carolina. That's where my dad and stepmom live. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for subscribing. Hey, Del Marie from Northern California. Welcome. Good morning. So excited to have you all here. I am doing some 4 patches for the retreat quilt that I just got back from that Stephanie wrote up called Spring Meadow. And so I just got those done, and I'm going to get them. I did, just chain piece them, but they don't go together. So I'm going to separate them into their 4 patches. If they were just going to, one was going to be sewn on the other, I would leave the string in between it, but these are all going to be separate within the block. So we'll get them separated. I'll get them ironed. I'm gonna need to fill my easy press pen. Do that. There we go. Dropped one. Good morning, Kim. Welcome. As new folks are coming in, do we have folks who have gone to retreats? And do you prefer in-person retreats or virtual retreats? I think that's a fun question. I think it depends for me, it depends on the subject. Like, I can't imagine trying to get 3 projects done like we just did in Millersburg over the course of a virtual retreat. I think I would lose interest. ability to be in the room with the people and all the excitement and everything, that really gets me jazzed to finish up the projects. So I don't think I would be able to do a long virtual retreat. All right, these are coming together beautifully. Jacqueline's done many in person. Awesome. Hi, Lori from Atlanta. I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you so much. Ken's done both. Yeah, I do enjoy, yeah, the cooking and cleaning. Uh, not having to be on my shoulders. It's kind of fun. Whether that means I'm going out for lunch and dinner every day or what have you, not having to add that on top is kind of nice. I also think I like the smaller, like not 100 people in a room ones. Sally, yes, we were talking about that in Ohio just now. That the Pennsylvania bug, the firefly. I think that's really cool. I was joking about figuring out fiber optics in a quilt because I think that would be cool too. All right, let's get these guys all done. Good morning, Carrie. Hello from Scarborough. Hi, Susan. Oh, how fun is that to have it done and off to get long armed? Such a good feeling. Lynn says she loves the social aspect and info sharing with the in-person retreats. It does feel different that way. You really are able to kind of bond with your table mates. Being a person that gets kind of overwhelmed by a lot of people, I do appreciate virtual retreats for that purpose myself. To know that I can, turn off the camera if I'm feeling overwhelmed, or mute myself or turn down the volume if folks are talking about a lot of things all at one time. So I do like being able to more control my experience in a virtual retreat. I think they both serve amazing purposes because I love, as an instructor, I love that a virtual retreat can reach so many people who otherwise would not be able to get to an in-person retreat for wherever they live, for the fact that in-person retreats can be expensive. I mean, they're definitely more expensive than virtual retreats. So that aspect of being able to open that camaraderie to folks that would not have been able to do it, love that. And then for me, my own personality, I like being able to mold it to what I need it to be. Hey, Colleen. Josie's never been to one. Oh, I hope you were able to partake at least once, either virtually or in person. Oh, Kathy's going to a retreat with 20 guild members. That's a lot of fun. Is it a guild retreat, or did 20 of your guild members and yourself decide to descend upon a different retreat, which I think is awesome? Thanks. All right, fold this one back. And there we go. I've got all the 4 patches for 2 blocks, all done up. I love them so much. I love the plaid, and it's in a green. So these make me very happy. The yellow is the background fabric. So you are going to see a lot of the yellow in the flying geese that I'm about to start. These are the 4 patches. Just these 4 patches. This looks like a super cute baby blanket, just this from the start of that. I think that's very sweet little start. But on to the next part. Did I say hi to Laura? Hi, Laura, if I did not. Good morning. Let's see. Latha, let me know if I pronounced your name right. Have been to 1 retreat. Oh no! Oh, too much chatter. Yes, so that can be one of the things at a in person that for me, for my personality, for whatever I've got going on in this head of mine, it can get too loud. It can be too much, and I'll go upstairs and I'll have some timeout time. So I just decompress. And that, oh great, thank you. I'm glad I pronounced that right. And that's where I will enjoy Zoom retreats, where I can kind of mute things. Oh, Laura. Well, that one, it's amazing that you were being a full-time caregiver for your father. That is a labor of love, and I'm amazed at your generosity for that. That is a lot. But I do hope that you get to check it off your bucket list. I would love for you to join us at some of ours, but they are kind of Ohio East, so I know that's not going to fit everybody's program. Oh, Kathy, that sounds fantastic. Her guild reserved the retreat center, and the retreat center does all the cooking. Oh, Susan went to a small one, a 4-person retreat, and it was awesome getting to know the women. When we were just in Ohio, there was a small group of friends. They were 3 ladies. They were in another room in the same, hotel as us. So they were staying at the hotel, and they just had a grand old time. They were laughing. They were there late, 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 and up super, super, super early. They finished some amazing quilts. So I love the idea of just a small little retreat, because they, they look like they were having a great time. I will say Ingrid and I and three of our best friends from the Pennsylvania retreat that we met, we tried to do a retreat at Ingrid's place. But we didn't sew a stitch. We didn't do a thing. We had so much fun going to some quilting stores and hanging out and talking. We didn't sew anything. We never even, aside from checking out Ingrid's sewing room, we didn't do a dang thing. And we're not sad about it. It was a great time. It was wonderful. Okay, let's see what's next. Come on, pull it through. All right, on to the flying geese. Let's do. Oh, they're over here. I was like, where did they go? So the first fabric I'm going to do for the first block is this super sweet, like rose trellis. I love it. It's so sweet. So this will be the first one. And the second is this. I'm not sure what it's pinky red, but it's beautiful. I like it very much. And has roses on it. So these will be the two blocks we're building. So I'm going to start the flying geese for both of them to do all at the same time, because I like the idea of chain piecing and getting it done. So we're going to build these guys out. Oh, YouTube is blocking me being able to see what's going on by telling me insert ads. Blah. Let's see. Lynn asked about, do you plan any more retreats in Georgia? I don't know of any other retreats in Georgia, particularly because I have not looked. But the retreat that I go to, I just started last year, is Stephanie's WHIP retreat. So you bring your own projects, and it's over the New Year's Eve holiday, which is a lot of fun. We get to ring in the new year together and finish up whatever those nagging projects that we have just not been able to finish. We get to bring them down and work on them. Now, I generally have way more than I'd ever be able to finish at at that retreat, but it's a good start. Yes, it grew so much fun. Oh, Letha, you're here now. You've got quilting friends here. And we do a lot of live sews and like over Zoom and things that don't even go on to YouTube and that kind of thing. So definitely keep your eye out, because you can certainly join that virtual retreat. Our friend Steven of Bland Designs and the Idiot Quilter, he has a virtual retreat, which is not ever put onto YouTube. It's just us getting together for a virtual retreat, working on what you've got going on. And then he has some presenters that kind of conversation starters to show some techniques and things. If you wanted to take a look, and that's on May 4th. If you send him an email, Stephanie or Ingrid, if you could put his his YouTube, where you can definitely find his email and information about. He just released a video about the retreat. That would be a fun way to start. You find some great people. Oh, Susan, that is fun. Yeah, being from the area is really nice. Knowing things to show around, that's awesome. Hey, Darlene. Yes, that FPP retreat where whatever FPP project you're working on, you bring is definitely in the works. It's a this past retreat in Ohio was the first time that I had taught human beings face to face. I've taught virtually, but this was the first face to face one. So that was a really good get it under my belt thing. And now I am going to be hitting the ground running. I have specific to Maryland, because it's going to be the Maryland flag retreat that I'm going to be working on in the next couple of weeks. Not to host it in the next couple of weeks, but get it all wrapped up, all the details. And yes, a FPP non-specific, bring your legit kits, because I'm a certified legit kit instructor, to definitely help you with that. But bring any and all your FPP for whatever is your favorite person, is definitely something I'm interested in doing. I just have to uh, figure out the logistics, how many people I can actually comfortably teach or help instruct, help them with their stuff. It's in the works. And I appreciate that you would love to come do that, because I will need all of the friendly faces in the room that I can get. Oh, Colleen, I'm sorry that she had not a great experience. Isn't that fun, Colleen? She was saying that the virtual retreats allows her to meet and interact with folks from all over the world, which is a lot of fun. We in the virtual retreats that Stephen does, which are free of charge, which is amazing. We have folks from all over the world, France and Canada and Australia. I'm sure that there's other countries that I'm not thinking of right now, but all over the place. And it is incredible to be able to interact with all of them. Yay, Darlene. Charlotte, new job is peachy. Is peachy. I'm I'm super glad to I do not have zero. I'm trying to like formulate all of the thoughts about this that are going on in my head. Zero regrets for leaving the job that I left. And I just feel so relaxed and so at peace with that decision. So I'm super happy. It was a good choice for me. And being kind of a control freak and a little bit of a worry wart, I was concerned that did I make the right decision? Blah 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 blah, all that stuff. I feel very happy. Oh, Susan took QuiltWorks class. Those are Judy Niemeyer is QuiltWorks. That's a lot of fun. In this idea of bring your FPP, I hope somebody brings a Judy Niemeyer. I have not done one, so it's on my list, because it is definitely something. It's a challenge because the way she thinks of this stuff is so different than how my brain works. So I'm excited about that. Hi, Terry. Thank you, Charlotte. I appreciate that. I have definitely noticed that just my overall patience and enjoyment in life has definitely changed since making that decision. So, whew, I'm just drawing the lines on the back of the fabric to get going on my flying geese. I do have the, oh, what is that called? The tape on my machine. But 2024 is supposed to be working on my accuracy. Now, I still don't iron very well or very much. So sometimes my accuracy is very much impacted by not ironing. Definitely iron. But I'm doing little things like drawing the lines to up my accuracy. Good morning, Joyce. Welcome. Terry, yes, it is. Oh, so Terry Bishop, I'm excited to see the Arctic Star when you have it all set up. I'm excited about that. So Terry, it is Glide. Juki Junkies is who I got Arnie from. His name is Arnie. And they test and send Glide with all of their machines. And I really liked it. So I kept it. I kept it to use. So I've been using Glide on Arnie for everything and have really enjoyed it. I'm still an Aurifil girl. I have plenty of Aurifil, which is the bobbin next to it, but I've really enjoyed Glide. And find I get a lot less, not skip stitches, but I think the machine just likes Glide more than Aurifil, which is weird because my other Jukies love Aurifil just fine. I have an HZL 710 and a what is it? A 2000 DZ 2000. I'm bad. I've named them and now I can't remember what their numbers are. Arnie, Hazel, and I don't even remember what the other one's name is because I haven't used her in so long. She's computerized. So yes, I get the, here, pray tell, are the bobbins. I'm on a hunt. I get the Magna Glide little, prepackaged ones. They are magnetic, so they just fit into the bobbin case. They don't have a, like the plastic around them. It's just the thread, and the magnet holds it into the bobbin case in the machine. So nice. And they have L and M bobbins. I've just recently gotten a featherweight, so I'm not sure. Yes, they're pre-wound. Yep. I'm not sure what bobbin those take. I am a featherweight noob when it comes to that, so still learning all of the things. Meant to bring my featherweight, whose name is Lucille, after my grandmother. I meant to bring it to the retreat because a lot of folks have the featherweights at the retreat, and I just did not get it out. Lucille and batting squares were still in my bedroom when I got home. Josie, yes, Stephanie's Spring Meadow pattern is available on her website right now, which is an Etsy site. And if Ingrid and or Stephanie are available, if you would put that, it's in the chat, but it's probably so far back now. that it would be impossible to find it. But yes, it is available on her Etsy shop. And it is such a fun pattern. Hi, Mama. Yeah. I don't know if you all can hear her, but she's rubbing up against my legs. Her name is Fret. We call her Mama. She's the mom of all the babies in the house. Well, they're 5 years old now, but we're babies still. Thank you so much, Ingrid. Oh, featherweights take a special bobbin. Cool. See, gotta learn all these things. The featherweight that I purchased from my friend Patrice came with many bobbins, so I don't know. I don't know that I'll ever be concerned about it. But I also know that the featherweight shop I could always go to for more, and they're pretty specialized. That's kind of what they do, is featherweights. Good to know about the featherweight, liking the glide. I'm excited about that. I attempted to use my featherweight for the first time and used Deco Bob, and it did not appreciate the Deco Bob. So, and I was scared to touch any of the tension dials and everything. So I was like, you know what? She's saying she doesn't like it. I'm just going to go with she doesn't like it and leave it at that. Oh, so Terry, I've definitely seen and followed your rebuilding journey. Seems like it takes a lot of patience. All right, let's go. I need to move the mouse. When you're doing flying geese, do you all start on one particular side? I always find I start on what I'm thinking of as the right hand side. And I don't know if that's because I'm right handed, but that's the side I always start on. Terry says a lot of patience and a bit of a mess when rebuilding those vintage machines. And Terry starts on the right hand side too. I just, I don't know, just always do. Hi, Shelly from Chile, Ohio. I wonder what part of Ohio you're in. And always amazes me how different the weather is in very short distances. Like Ingrid only lives 20 minutes away from me and could be having a torrential downpour, absolutely horrible weather, and it's sunny where I'm at. Who knows? Even like our downtown will be having a ton of rain, and here where I'm at, nothing. Oh, so if you're on here, like, so Terry, and you have a YouTube channel that you would like to share with everybody, especially, well, not especially, just anybody that has a channel that they would like to share, have some folks check them out. If you do exclamation mark selfie, so it's all lowercase and it's all together, it's squished together, exclamation mark SELFIE, all together. That will direct everybody to your YouTube channel. Because I can't always get everyone added to the Nightbot thing. So, hello, Donna. Hello, my love. How are you? Donna is one of the incredible, wonderful human beings, soul sister, cheetah sucker, cheetah sucker friends that I made in Pennsylvania at the first Walnut Port Nut House retreat. There we go. We got Stephanie's up there. Oh, Terry, so Terry should be coming up soon. I would really, really love if we could somehow engineer flying geese to allow us to do both sides at the same time. I would really love to be able to do that. Oh, Stephanie, I'm working on it. I'm gonna get her done. She's gonna be so sweet. I'm really excited about the yellow and the very sweet poppy cotton. Very, very not me. But adorable. And I know I will find a recipient. Because sweet is not really my thing. Oh, thank you, so Terry. Hi, Janice. Welcome. So Terry, this is, we did a 4S. So it was Stephanie, Stephen, Sean, of the guy who sews, and myself, we did a challenge, and we each picked 3 patterns that we were interested in doing, but we had not done yet, and had all of our friends vote on what they thought we should do. And everyone picked this. It's called Deco Tiles by Exhausted Octopus. I love it so much. It was the one I wanted everybody to choose. So I was very excited that this was the one everybody chose. And this will definitely go into the county fair this year, for sure, which I have to get ready to do. I have to submit those soon. Oh, Nightbot's reminding us it's been an hour. Do some stretches. So I will be saving these bits and making half square triangles, which I'll probably use for a pieced backing. Or like the border on the backing kind of thing. Or a bonus project to go with the little quilt, maybe a pillow or something. I think that'll be cute, a little pillow to go with it. Or a couple of pillows, depending on how much I have. That was a fun collaboration, that 4S challenge. Yay, there we go. The bot finally worked. I saw you did it the first time and it didn't come up. Oh, Ingrid, thank you for pulling that up. Yeah, Exhausted Octopus. I remember correctly. Names are not my thing. Her name is Allie. She's a lot of fun. She's on Instagram. I don't think she's on YouTube, but definitely on Instagram. She's very much into right now these mosaic portraits, which is very cool. A lot of fun. She's teaching a class on how to do those. So I have not done that class yet. Speaking of classes, Stephanie, or not Stephanie, Ingrid and I signed up for a class at QuiltCon that went live. It's all pre-recorded, so it went live, and I haven't gotten to it since it went live while we were in Ohio. So we need to think about doing that. Get on it. It's a small project, so that's good. Ooh, I just did a sewist cardinal sin. I had my rotary cutter open, laying on the cutting table. Don't do that. Don't hurt yourselves. Oh, here's another fun question. When you're putting on the second leg of a flying geese, do you start up here where the seam is thickest, or do you start at the bottom where it's just the two pieces of fabric coming together? I love all these. I love finding out what people do. You're welcome about the reminder. Oh, I love that Terry has so much information to share about vintage machines because I love that we all are so interested in vintage machines. Keep that stuff alive. So Terry starts at the bottom. I think all of the sports that I played in my life really like has crept into every single thing I've ever done, because when you're learning any sport or you're trying to perfect whatever, hitting or catching or whatever, you're doing the same thing over and over again. So it's all muscle memory. So you do it when you're on the field or on the court or whatever without even thinking about it. Your body just knows. And I've done that. I became a chef. You do the same thing. You cut over and over and over and over and over again so that you remember, and your body just knows how to keep your fingers out of the way. You don't end up missing digits. Every job I've done, and I do it the same way in sewing too. If I may I may fiddle around with the technique until I find the way that really makes sense to me. But then once I've done it and I've found what makes sense to me, I lock in and I don't change it up. Like that's the way I'm going to do it forever. And that's how I am about the flying geese. It's just muscle memory. Oh, Denise, yay. Thank you for doing that. Hi, Shelly. Depending on which way the seam is pressed. Oh, I like that. That's cool. I love that there is no one, like only one way. It's just the way that works for you. And that is the right way. Whichever way works for you is the right way for you. That's the way you should do it. I love that. I need to find which one of my cousins is having a baby girl. next because this quilt needs to go to them. it's it's like quintessential little girl room vibes. So the fun does not have to end here today. We've got Stephen of Bland Designs and Idiot Quilter is coming up later today at 4 p.m. Eastern. And then later this evening at some time, and I love that he likes to keep us guessing. It's never the same time. Russ's vlog goes up. His weekly rep goes up this evening. So we've got more stuff from our friends going up. Oh, Janice, I am using Poppy Cottons from 2021. I'm not sure exactly what the name of the line is, but this is the Flying Geese that I'm working on right now. This is the other one with a little grid. So cute. Where is, so I've been doing the pattern from my phone, but I will pull it up. I have the pattern, but it's in my retreat bags that have not been unpacked. But this is Spring Meadow by Stephanie Stitches. And it is available now on her Etsy shop. So definitely check that out. Thanks, Latha, for being here. Really appreciate seeing you today. Have a great rest of Sunday. All right. Once I get this one, these Flying Geese back, I'm going to go ahead and build this one block so we can get one block done for sure. And then I'll finish up the second one and we'll end where we end. The quilt is 9 of these star blocks all together. Obviously, if you want to make it bigger, you just add more, use more fat quarters. You can go to town and make it huge. It ends at 67 by 67. So that's the size as written. All right, so all my pieces are ready to go. Let's go ahead and build this beauty. So we start off with a center block, and then I'm going to build around that block. And I'm going to like lattice build so it's all together, and then I'll keep it strung together. If that makes sense. And put all the pieces together all at the same time, which I love for efficiency. Gotta say, I'm very excited that all my pieces are lining up. So my accuracy is already getting better this year. I haven't had to like fudge or fudge any of the pieces to fit together. Feeling pretty excited about that. All right, so see, I'll keep these strung together and I'll add the next pieces on. Oh, Shelly, let's see. Oh, hi, Brenda. Hey, Fallon. Oh, did it get away from me? The chat got away from me while I was doing this. Hi, Fallon. Oh, there we go. I see up there. Oh, after just Susan said after summer moon, these flying geese blocks look huge. Yeah, they're on a 4.5 by 8.5, so it's a good size. Shelly asked, when will the ladybug pattern be available? Thank you so much for asking. I have some edits to make from lessons learned from the retreat, so I will be working on those tonight. And then the PDF pattern will be available this week, and I'm going to work on cutting up some more kits, and then I'll have kitted versions available. Probably not by the end of this week, but I will bust my rear to get that done over next weekend, and have the kits available in early May. But the pattern will go up. I'm very excited to get Millie out. She's adorable and she makes me so happy. Every time I see her up there, I just smile. All right, so here she is all strung together. Go ahead and put her pieces together, and then we'll add the flying geese and the 4 patches that we already worked on. Making sure my seams are not flipping over. Keep them going the same way. One side. done. Oh, so cute. So darling. Hi, Joy. I'm in Frederick, Maryland. Woohoo! Hi, Sue. Watch you while doing laundry. Sad, but the realities of adulthood. Rev up the sewing machine. Yay! Yes, that retreat was lovely. Lovely, lovely. Everybody, I love seeing the returning folks. I loved meeting the new folks this year. Right. So here's the inside. Get her ironed up. Some magic juice on her. Usually start the ironing from the back just to get things warmed up and started. May do these seams open. We'll see. Have to do a little clip if I'm going to do that. Snip. Got to chain piece the whole thing. You got to snip the threads if you're going to do any of the seaming open. So you got to snip those threads. Go. Oh, she's so cute. When you do the chain piecing like that, though, you want to make sure that you're opening up all of the seams, that you're not leaving any puckers or anything, which is easy to do when you're doing it this way. So you just want to pay special attention. Make sure you get all of those seams opened so that your block is the right size. You don't have any weird puckers. Oh my gosh. So cute. Okay. So there's the inside, darling. Next we do, so we're gonna do some chain piecing again. And make sure I get the flying geese the right way, which is always good. Don't want to have to break out any seam rippers. I know I said the name. Potential is there that it'll happen now. Hey, Jeannie, how are you doing? All right, so the 4 patches are going on. Make sure that I have those going the right direction. That would be sad, very sad. The cats are moving my foot pedal. That was a struggle at the retreat. My foot pedal kept disappearing. Sliding all the way under the table. Okay. Flying geese points towards the center. Okay. Is there a way to make sure that the point of the flying geese is centered? Right? We'll see. I feel like that's centered. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm getting a crazy anal. That looks centered, right? That looks centered. I'm going with it. My 4 patch. Oh. So this will be the bottom one. 4 patch pattern towards it. Go. Right. So 4 patch towards the flying geese, 4 patch towards the flying geese. We're rolling now. Oh. One and 2. Up. iron these bottom and top pieces. Oh, I'm gonna I'll add the flying geese to this guy. Just want to make sure he's centered. I really honestly hope y'all talk to yourselves as much as I talk to myself. I hope I'm not alone. So I can tell already I'm not happy with this point. So I did speak Jack into existence, but this point is fantabulous. So when it's play in the center here, I'm not going to open the whole thing up. I'm just going to open right up at that, like the general area of where that is, and start just from the centerpiece. I'm not ripping the whole thing off just to do it again, because I just need to bring the point down a little bit. Like I got high or low. I got too low into the fabric and brought the point of the flying geese too high into the seam allowance. So I don't need to undo the whole thing, just the point. Now, other folks might take it all the way apart. Oh, Susan's working on Tilda's Daydream quilt. That's pretty. And Colleen says, I think I do, but not allowed. I'm constantly chatting with myself. I don't know who said it, but whoever said, sometimes you need the advice from the smartest person in the room, and that person's often you. I think they were spot on. So that's why I talk to myself so much. Because usually it's me and the animals in the room. There we go. All right. Get all the threads out of there. And start her again. Cats running around upstairs. Pull the point down just a wee bit. There we go. Reverse. Yeah, now I'm much happier about that. Woo! Excellent. All right, so we'll get this all ironed up or pressed. Though everybody says press, and when I watch them, they're ironing. Just saying. Oh, she's so cute. Make sure the seams are nice and flat. Got extra. This is a thread in there. Maybe I should do that open. It's so bulky right there. I might do this one open too. Right. Iron these guys out. Getting close. Hi, Susan. Yeah, for sure got to find me somebody who's having a little girl, because this is so sweet. All right. It's time for tops and bottoms. Okay, paying attention to my points. Worked so hard to create them on the flying geese. You want to work equally hard to keep them. yep, like that point. Woohoo. Oh, she's looking great. Okay, now the bottom. Easiest way to make sure that you're catching your point is to have your point facing up when you're doing it. Extra piece of thread there. Go. Seems going the right way. Woo. She needs a good press, but I think she's beautiful. Definitely needs a good press. Get this seam that I just did on both sides all taken care of. Oh, look at her. Oh, how cute. I really wish I remembered what this line was, but it's an old one again from 2021 for Poppy Cotton. So looking okay in the back. Not all wonky or anything. Woo! Stephanie writes a good pattern. So I need 9 more of these lovely little flower stars. Now, here's the thing. Now I got to open up the pattern and make sure I did her right. And she's correct. Yay! Thank you all so much. 1 down, 8 more to go. I've got all the pieces for the second block. Doing good. Doing amazing. Oh, I'm so excited. So if you did not see or hadn't heard us talk about this is Spring Meadow, which is Stephanie's newest pattern from the Ohio retreat we just got back from. So it is on her Etsy shop, Spring Meadow, and there are 9 blocks just like this beauty that will all go together. The next star flower block that I'll be working up is this rose lattice, which is super pretty. Then I've got these fun polka dots. I've got some stripes will be in. Some very sweet little bow ties. A little flower toss. So when I say that this is going to be, well, some more of the roses, the darling quilt for a little girl, I am not kidding. This is going to, this is really going to work up gorgeous. I love the fabric. I love the pattern. I'm excited to get her all set and ready. I need to win the lottery so I can buy a bigger house, so I can get a long arm, so I can get these things done. Or I need to discover that I have a long lost rich uncle who for some reason only loves me, even though he's never seen me before, and I inherit all the money. That would be great. Oh, Joy, you got it. Yes, it's beautiful. So many people created incredible versions at the retreat of Spring Meadow. I'm excited to start seeing those. We should be seeing plenty of those up on Together We Sew in the Facebook group. So if you haven't, please go ahead. You if you have Facebook, you do have to answer some questions when you join Together We Sew's Facebook group, but it's more to make sure that you're not like a crazy bot from wherever. So you just answer their 3 questions, simple questions, and then you can start sharing your projects. And you don't have to just share projects that you have purchased from Stephanie, although we do, of course, we love to see that because it's Stephanie's Facebook page. But we are heavy enablers, and we love to see what else everybody is working on, to get ideas for your own projects or to go out and purchase whatever great pattern you're working on that week. So please feel free to join the Facebook page and share your photos. I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody's Spring Meadow. There were incredible combinations of fabric that people were using. Some folks were using batiks. Others were using, Stephanie kitted up the strawberry lemonade, which was beautiful. That's the picture of the pattern itself. So cute. And yeah, some folks were using dark backgrounds. Some were using really bright backgrounds. It's gorgeous. So it should give you some ideas of what you might like to do with your own. It doesn't have to be exactly the way Stephanie has it written. We want, we like to see the artistic creativity that you guys bring to it. So I hope you guys purchase it. Joy just said she got it yesterday. So excited to see everybody's versions. Thank you all so much for being here today. I really appreciate you all chatting in the chat and following along as I got this first block all done. I think I'm pretty sure I'm going to sit here and continue sewing. I might get some lunch and then continue sewing. But wanted to let you know again, later this afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern is Stephen's Live, if you're available. Of course, they will always be up on YouTube. You can catch the replay if you don't get to see it live. And then later in the evening, Russ will have his vlog, weekly recap of what he's gotten into. And usually there are pictures of animals, so that's always fun. As a very big animal lover myself, I love to see those pieces. Then tomorrow, Stephanie has day 2 or week 2 of Fort Worth Fabrics, the lemon project. I don't remember what it was called, but it has lemons. I got to see the fabric in person in Ohio. It's so cute. It's very yellow, very lemony, so springy. It's beautiful. And so she'll have that part 2 video up, I think tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. I think is what she said. I could be wrong, but definitely take a look for that. Yeah, I love seeing all the, Ingrid was saying she loves all the variations of fabric. It's so fun. Then Tuesday night on Stephanie's channel of Quilting with Stephanie Stitches, she and I will be doing our, I keep wanting to call it EPP. I don't know how I've gotten it into my head. Crazy. Our New York Beauty, which is an FPP pattern. We're working on the Sea Dragon, and we're really moving quickly through the project. It's a 16 block project. We do 2 a month and we flip-flop months. The odd months are on my channel, even months are on Stephanie's channel. Even if you aren't working on the project, I hope you come take a look, because I do try to, between Stephanie and myself, show how we work FPP and how we go through figuring out the fabric requirements, what we're going to use for the fabric, and we try to make it as interactive as possible. It's so much fun. So that's tomorrow night. Wednesday is a free sew that Stephanie and Steven do during the day on Wednesday, totally free, kind of like a retreat, just like a one-day retreat. Totally free. Bring whatever you're working on, come chat with everybody. Thursday morning will be my weekly recap, and I think that's it. I think that's probably enough. I told you a lot of information. We've got a lot of stuff going on for sure. If you have any questions or anything, please feel free to send me an email. All my contact information is in the description box below this video. If you are interested in virtual retreats, Stephanie and I have a virtual retreat coming up in June, and we'll be working on 2 projects. It's an all-day retreat. We start at 10 a.m. The class starts at 10 a.m. And it's a Sunday morning, 10 a.m. We let you all come in at 9:30 to get situated, introduce yourself, kind of chitty chat, that kind of thing. But it is hit the ground running at 10 a.m. And then we wrap up at 5 p.m. Again, 2 projects. One will be a bag that will feature some very, very beginner FPP in the bag for the pocket, in the front pocket. Very excited to share that one. And then the afternoon will be the I was going to say beach blanket, beach quilt pattern. Well, actually, I'm not sure how. I don't know that we've talked about it. I just, from the last one, I started with the FPP. We'll figure that out, but we'll get both projects done. And that's going to be a lot of fun, and that's virtual. So wherever you are in the world, you are able to join us, and we would love to have you. And that is at togetherwesewretreats.com. There are also 2 open spots to the upcoming in-person retreat in Pennsylvania, which is in Walnutport, Pennsylvania. Really like close to Lancaster, Allentown, I think, possibly. I could be wrong, but a lot of fun, beautiful, beautiful home where we all get to be all together. We get to share meals together and stories together and quilt together. It's a really good time. Beautiful, beautiful people come to that retreat every year. This is our 3rd annual that I'm going back to, but it's Stephanie's 3rd annual of the retreat itself. So I've been lucky enough to go every year. That is also those 2 spots are available. And then Ohio registration has opened up again for next year, for next spring. And it's in a bigger location, a newer hotel, some fun amenities of a jacuzzi and a saltwater pool. A great group discount for the rooms. They're definitely set up like, it doesn't matter if you have 1 or 4 people in the room, it's the same price, but one person is going to be responsible for getting the room, and then y'all figure it out amongst yourselves. But it is going to be a good time. We can invite more people for next year, because Stephanie, just the Ohio one is really popular, and it outgrew its space in the old historic hotel. So we're ready to go. Oh, Stephanie's saying spots are already filling up. So if you have thought about it, definitely jump on board. It's a really good time. It's going to be so much fun to see it in the new location. I'm very excited about that. I'm excited that Stephanie had invited me to go check out the space, so I got to see it before anybody else. It was so fun, and I felt like I don't know, like I was seeing Christmas presents before I was supposed to. It was so exciting to go and do that. So I hope if you have thought about an in-person retreat, you'll consider one of those two. Virtual retreats are a lot of fun, and again, offer the opportunity to mute all of us if you feel so inclined. Please feel free. But yeah, thank you all so much. We've got a lot of information coming at you, and I really appreciate you hanging in there. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. It's still cloudy here in Maryland, but I hope that you all have a safe Sunday wherever you're at and enjoy the weather as best you can. Joy's planning on coming back to Ohio next year. I'm very happy and excited about that. So again, thank you all, and I will see you Tuesday night on Stephanie's channel for our New York Beauty. Thanks, everybody. Got to figure out where I put my mouse again. That's always the problem at the end of the video. Bye, everyone.